Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. This is a trash series and I can see we're starting to build up a fair bit of trash over here. I think it's about time for us to switch this one on with just a little bit and see if it actually draws that through there. That's what I'm kind of hoping will happen. Is it drawing it out? No resources missing. Yeah, so it's not. It just did the little bit that was in here. So we are a little bit stuck in terms of this doesn't actually work. What we can do, of course, is unload it manually. But at the moment, what I think we're going to do is we're just going to redo our dumps, right? So hazardous waste should please go in there, and our mixed waste should please go in there and no longer use this. So we've got the 4 containers there, which we will over time get used. We'll do that. So we'll just go straight into here. There should be a fair bit of time, fair bit of room to dump it that way. Question that I do wonder is whether we can actually now start drawing stuff in from there. I've no idea if that's something that we would want to do, but we'll have a look anyway. Now, in the last episode, we figured out our whole distribution story, and what I thought I should quickly do is is just rename these as well, so I understand what they're doing. So we'll rename this one. This is just Turmoilsky imports, right? So that's primary imports. It's importing from the custom house to the various places that we need it to, and this is Turmoilsky local distribution, right? So that's taking it from our local warehouse and we're bringing it in to our various areas or various facilities that need to use this, and we will save that. So what I'll do is I'll also put this one on here. This is going to be local, right? That's a distribution office, so local will be okay, and this one will be imports. So we can quickly identify who's doing what and how we should be making use of it. Lots of fuel being used, but that's okay. Good. Now, I think that should work. We've got a reasonable number of people. We're seeing a little bit of unemployment, which is good. I like to see a little bit of unemployment for the right reasons or the wrong reasons. Low education, that's the wrong reasons. Due to small child, that's the wrong reasons too. So is this running out of space? Maybe let's just fill that out. That should be all good. Now, we can also start looking at whether we use some of our prisoners, but I think at the moment, there's just not enough prisoners to really make a dash there for some stuff. We'll leave all of this as is. At the moment, I think we're covering everything we need. We should be okay. This is doing its thing. We may want to bring in a round of people on this side. Oh, actually, people are moving in. Excellent. So let's bring in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, let's do that. Let's bring in another 5 over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll mix it up a little bit. And then on this side, what we'll do is we'll actually bring in a couple of educated ones and a few more from Soviet places. And we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over there. And that's okay. So slowly we'll get our population up a little bit more. Obviously spending a bit of money to get that done. Now, one other thing that I thought we could probably do, this guy is doing what? Everything is right with his fields. Fertility is at 50%. Okay. So maybe it just waits it a little bit longer then before it does anything. But what we can certainly do, we can actually import from fertilizers from the border. So let's have a quick look. If we look at, there's a building on fire. I just want to make sure we've got this kind of stuff covered. Yeah, should be well and truly covered. Now, if we import fertilizer, right? Liquid fertilizer is not too expensive, I think, compared to chemicals, right? Wow. it's really not expensive at all. So we could certainly do that. We could import hazardous waste. What? Okay, hang on. I've got a bit of a plan here. What's going on with this? So what do we get? We get mixed waste out of that. And then we're just going to burn it, right? Yeah, maybe. Maybe that's something we can have a look at. Maybe we can bring in hazardous waste from the border, and we can do that. At the same time, I'm also pretty keen on us getting liquid fertilizer going. So how do I move liquid fertilizer? I think you just move it in these trucks, right? So if we're going with imports, we could import liquid fertilizers, right? That's good. We do have an extra truck available. Yeah, we do. Trucks are sitting around. So what we can do is we can say, please add, oh, sorry, don't do that. Please add this building. So pausing it to that. We're not going to import anything else, just the liquid fertilizer. And we're going to drop it, say, down to, say, let's do 30% of liquid fertilizers because it's going to take a lot of stuff. And let's do that. So how much does that do? 30% will be, that's a lot, right? That's a lot. So let's start it off with just 10. Because it'll take a lot of our capacity. So we'll start it off with 10. This guy's going to immediately go out there to go and get it. Right? To the large farm, you need to take liquid fertilizer there, and you're importing it from here. How do we move liquid fertilizer? Not with this. The tanker is going to move liquid fertilizer. Of course. Have a look. I think we have the tankers around. Let's just have a look. If we take one of these cisterns, yeah, we can bring in liquid fertilizer in that way. Okay, that's good. So we'll slowly get a little bit of liquid fertilizer in there and see if that helps us out. So this will be maybe 1 truckload. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Let's do that and see if that'll help us out a little bit more. This guy is now bringing in mixed waste. So let's see if we get a few extra containers in there. We'll see how that goes. Actually, we could grab one of these vehicles quickly. Just want to move it over there. So come on over here. We're not going to bother with you right now. You could come over this way. And then what I'll do is I'll quickly put you on a line of your own to just move that to that. So what I'll want you to do is load up on mixed waste over there. And unload or mixed waste in that location and make a start. So we'll quickly run that a few times and just move those 4 containers over there. We've got lots of crops available, and that is, look at that food supply, guys. So I think we're in a position where we can actually grab ourselves another truck here. That's the one. We'll grab another truck. We'll start moving a few more things over. Yeah, so now we're starting to export some food as well. So exports in the last month, 2,500. So we're slowly getting there. I am keen on looking at that hazardous material stuff. If we can import a little bit of that, it's got 100 tons ready to go there. I'm a little keen. I'm keen on potentially trying that. To be honest, this is working quite nicely for us at the moment. So we should stop the imports almost completely. It's without a power supply. Oh, that's not good. That is not good. So where is my local power supply? So none of these get any power. So we'll have to bring power from up here. If we go underground, yeah, we can probably do that. So we will have to. Let's bring power into this area. So this area is in fact powered. Yeah, I think I'll probably just go underground in this area here. Doesn't help us too much. So let's see about something there. Yeah, we won't be using much more than that. So let's just do this. I'm going to go and give it a path like that. And what we'll do is we'll bring in just this. I think that's going to be just fine. If we go down there, just go underground, please. Not quite what I had in mind there. Crazy. There's something like this, and then we'll slide straight up there. Beautiful. That's good. Let's build that, and let's build that. So we'll get this thing powered up, and now we'll stop losing meat to that effectively. Okay. Let's come back over here and see we've moved these things over. So you're done now, right? Now we've got a fair bit of mixed waste ready to go here. And this guy on the import side has mixed waste. Okay, that's good. So what I'll do is once you're done, dump that one out there. Perfect. And now we'll send you back to a bit of a depot over there to go and do some work. And we'll also erase this line there. Okay, now here, this guy is not actually picking up there. So let's just make sure everybody is getting a pickup. So presumably it'll come and pick it up, drop it in there, I think. But we'll see. No. You know what? For the time being, let's not do it. Let's trim that back a little. Let's trim that back a little and just make sure that's okay. Now, we should start seeing some fertilizer come in. Our fertility is quite low. Growing is underway. Though I think once we do get a little bit of stuff there, which should be okay. Yeah, this is going along quite nicely. I wouldn't mind seeing slightly more people working here, to be honest. Food is coming in nicely at the moment. I might up that a little bit more, maybe up that a little bit more and get more people on those buses is the plan. Well, I did add a few more people in now, so we'll leave it there for the time being. Oh, we finished off the fire prevention. Let's have a quick look at this. So I'll keep running the game. So fire prevention. Fire prevention in industry. Okay, then we also have air traffic study, we've got tourism study, we've got railway distribution, we've got containers, and we've got party member rankings. Studies how about the rank party members to know which are the most loyal. Maybe we'll make a start on that, okay? I'm not going to go and build the extra... universities just yet because we're not quite in a position where where we're flush with cash, right? But I would love to see our imports and our exports getting closer together. I mean, we're in a fairly good shape at the moment. I just want to make sure that we're slowly getting everything where we want it to go. These guys are walking through here, and to be honest, when I have a look at this, right? Let's have a quick look. If I said... Right, let's pause it for a second. If I wanted to upgrade this to asphalt footpath, right? Okay, and then I just do this. Oh, no, don't want to do that. This, that, and that. Let's just get all of those done. So now you can actually make it to all of these other buildings. Oh, I love it. Love it. We don't need anybody to be constructing any of this, right? You can't get in there at the moment. Pretty sure you can't. You could potentially come here now. So let's just suspend this construction and also suspend that construction. We don't want anybody to be walking in there. What is this? Oh, it's the rail. I was like, what am I doing with this? Yeah, it's the rail, guys. It's the rail. Have we seen fertilizer? We've got fertilizer. Excellent. So this guy is improving fertility. Okay, so now obviously fertilizer is another drain import for us. There'll be a problem, but at least should get things moving. Now, we should have a little bit of room there. So let's Get 5 people to come and work that spot. So these buses should be pretty full. 40 workers on this bus. I like it. It's the 40 capacity, to be honest. It's a full load. Now, this guy should immediately start working on that stuff. I do wonder how quickly we'll move through that and what this mixed waste would look like. So there's some metal scrap in there. The rest is ash. So potentially what I need to do is get another facility where we can just drop the rest of this, the ash. And hopefully the ash will dissipate over time. I've no idea if that's kind of what I think is the situation. I think that's what happens basically. So we are running through that. We're burning up all of our stuff, and yeah, from a pollution perspective, it's pretty bad. Pretty bad. How's our exports doing? Definitely exporting more stuff now. Getting there, slowly getting there. Yeah, slowly getting there. Okay, I kind of think so we need to see about getting the rest of this done as we get more people in. Now we do need to make sure that we have a fair bit of room. So we have a fair bit of room left over here. People are fairly happy, fairly healthy. Criminality is not too bad, I think. 2%. It's getting a little bit up there, right? Are we? Oh, we're still missing some people over here. Let's bring in a couple of people there, and we'll also grab. I don't want to really do too much of that. Let's just do. Yeah, we should be okay if we just do that. Let's just slowly move through that. Get that moving. All pretty good. Biological waste is not being collected at the moment. So if we have a look, let's quickly have a look at our science advisor. So where do we research what? So if we're looking at, that's pollution stuffs. If we wanted to get into recycling, so processing and disposal of waste, we do actually need a technical university. What is a technical university going to actually cost us? So if we say, let's do auto build, then we'll see what the cost is. A technical university is going to cost us 146,000. You know what? I think I'm just going to go with the modded version. Let's add the modded version in there. I hope it'll work. So if we're going for universities, let's look for universities. This technical one here is still pretty big, actually. And costly. But I think probably still the right thing to do. That's too much steel. So if I said, I'll right mouse click that one, get out of here, we'll go to technical universities. What's that going to end up costing us? So if we say auto build with rubles, this one is 146, that one's 37. I think I'm going to go with this one. It just makes a hell of a lot more sense to me. So we'll do this one over here. On that corner, actually that works really well, and it's close to whatever we're going to do here in terms of stations. Might go in this area. Which one would I like to do? Probably that one, that way around. Okay, so if we do that, that should work. Okay, that's okay. I'm going to stop building with rubles there. That I wanted to build this one anyway, so it's not the end of the world. We're going to stick to these kind of paths just for the time being. We'll have that path doing this. I'm doing that, and we should be all good. So let's get that built. Now we have, let's drop this down a little bit. Now we have the ability to start working on some other things. So that the technical university, I think, is a good one for us. We've got a couple of professors in here. What I might do is I might just add a few more here. So we have a little bit better going here. Excellent. So we've got some staff. got a couple of professors, we've got people in the auditorium, and we can then make a start at waste disposal processing. We do want the geological map, the Faculty of Geology, but let's make a start on processing disposal. I think that's going to be better. Okay, good. Let's do that. So we'll do that. I think we definitely need smaller universities as well, because now you need multiple universities. So the smaller ones, I think, is quite appropriate ultimately. At least at the start of the game. How are we doing with this? Fertility is okay. We've got fertilizer available, right? Maybe we had some problems. I don't know, is all of our tractors doing something? Not too sure, actually. They don't seem to be doing anything. I'm not too sure when the fertilization actually happens. That seems okay. This one is a little bit low. Maybe it has to be at a certain time. I do wonder about that. Okay, what's going on with our finances? Ooh, the imports there. Okay, but in the last month, it was a little bit bad. Okay, so let's have a quick look. Now that it's the start of the year, I'm pausing it for a second, and we'll quick at last year, and we'll quickly have a look at what our situation was last year. So if we look at the full extent of last year, we earned 7,000 rubles in terms of exports. We spent 1.3 million in terms of imports. Now that is look at that delivery cost. That is enormous. Wow. And then vehicles imported and foreign manpower imported. So it's pricey, guys. It's really pricey. Okay, good. In terms of our exports, we exported a fair bit of food and a little bit of alcohol. Okay, that's okay. We should do more. We'll beef this up, right? This is gonna, yeah, absolutely. Look at that. That's good. What I'm doing is let's buy a few extra trucks now. 1, 2, 3. So if we've got 3 trucks now, we should be exporting a little bit more aggressively. The extra trucks is going to be quite useful for that. But we do need to have a quick look at a few other things. So if we have a list of vehicles. So this is our vehicle list. Where is our, fuel? So where do I see show wear and tear? Oh, yeah, there we go. So wear and tear on the vehicles is still pretty good, right? We don't need the repair facility just yet. Okay, so that's good. Now, the other thing that I'm thinking, you won't be able to. Okay, you know what I'm thinking? I want to buy 1 truck that can import hazardous waste for us. And what we'll do is we'll see. Okay, so let's just drop this down to like 2 people. Excellent. So we'll just use 2 people over here, and that should be all good. Now does this dissipate over time or not? Predominantly it's ash, right? We need to sort this out a little bit better. But I'm pretty keen to have a look at what happens over here if we start bringing in hazardous waste, if that is a reasonable one. So let's buy ourselves a vehicle, a waste vehicle, a waste truck, this one. Okay, we'll set you up and running, just back and forth from here for now. So back and forth, we load up hazardous waste and we drop it off over here. And let's just do that. Let's just make a start, run that one in. 2 people here that should be doing that. Here's our buses. Are we really running out of people? There's 40 people in there. Do we have workers here? Cannot export mixed waste. Okay. Okay, that's obviously a bit of an issue. So what does this do? Okay. Yeah, that's a bit of a big deal. Let's make sure to extend that range and just see what that does. Now, what I'm a little worried about is is this guy exporting its mixed waste back into that area there. That might become a little bit of a problem for us. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. Perfect. This guy's picking up. So now these guys should be working again. Excellent. Food is ready to do its thing. Yeah, I do wonder about all of that. Do wonder. Yeah, let's just keep an eye. This guy should be dropping off over there and should be burning the mixed waste. So yeah, waste is a bit of an issue, and what I'm keen on doing is setting up the rest of this, really. So let's have a bit of a look here. If we went and quickly did these lots. Yeah, this is why. Okay, so we'll pop it out there. We're missing chemicals. So at the point in time, let's just get like 20 odd people in there. We might need a couple of extra buses. This is only going to be holding fabrics, really. So, or cloth. No, fabric. Not cloth, fabric. So this is going to be 100% fabric. Is it going to be 100% fabric? Or are we going to add, just thinking, we might do chemicals in here as well. Let's keep an eye on that. So let's do that and that and that. How much chemicals will this thing use? Let's leave it there and have a look at the chemicals here. We've got room for 6 tons of chemicals. It's going to use about 0.5 tons of it. Missing water? Does it need a... Ooh, hang on. Does this one need a dedicated connection? Ooh, I do wonder. So this one should be full of water, right? It is full. Ah, so we need a dedicated water connection. That is something I didn't think about. Yeah. So what did we have here? We had a pump in this location. And so what we'll need to do is we'll need to add a pump probably somewhere over here and then pump in both those directions. Okay, so let's do that. I'll quickly cut a little section out here. And that should be, we'll just pay for getting that demolished. Okay, so that's done. Now we will need another little pump here. Come on, where's my power? Jeez. I didn't plan this properly. Okay, well, what we'll do is we'll trim it out over here then. Okay, let's do that. Trim it out there. Get rid of that section. Okay, there we go. So we know we're out of water at the moment. So let's try... No, not that one. Let's try this one. Okay, something like this, I believe, will work. So let's do that, and we'll get that one in there. We'll get this one in there, and we'll get... let's do it that way. We'll do something like that. So that should be okay. At the same time, we would like to fix this section that we broke over here. So let's do all of that and all of that. Get that all done. Now this should have the water. It's got its workers. It's missing chemicals. Okay, that's good. Really good. Tie that one in there. Should be reasonable. Excellent. So that's okay. I'm quite happy with where we ended up with that. Okay, so now we've got work that going on. I think, actually, I'll go back to this and just say we'll do 10... Can we just do that? No, can't. The up and down arrows would work. Let's do 10% chemicals and 90% like that. Yeah, that's okay. Is that okay? We do need... Yeah, that's going to be fine. Yeah, that's going to be fine. That effectively doubles that storage there. Okay, good. Now, let us say, are you currently unloading chemicals in here, right? Okay, so your local will now also distribute chemicals over there, please. So I would like you to unload chemicals up to 90% there. So now it will bring in its chemicals. Have we finished some research? Loyalty and the likes, that's okay. Get rid of that. Let's have a look at what's going on with our research. Over here we are, party rankings is underway and waste processing is underway. Slowly, but underway. Underway nonetheless. Everybody is doing reasonably well, I think. And we are doing a good job at producing everything we need to produce. And did we see some money from... I don't think I've seen any hazardous waste arrive just yet, so we're still waiting on it. Is it coming? This is hazardous waste, right? And that meant... Okay, so let's quickly have a look. So that means we did do... So it's not going into exports, it's going into imports. And it's effectively reducing that. So we're making money by importing hazardous waste. And what I want to see is if that is actually going to be worth our while. I'm so worried that this is becoming ash over time. That's okay. So we're exporting, I think, pretty aggressively now. And the question is it good enough money? I think we're okay. When we get to clothing, we should now be producing fabric. That shouldn't be an issue, right? You have a sewage connection. You do. So you shouldn't be... This should not be a problem. Oh, it will be a problem. We've got our very own sewage... outflow here as well. Okay, let's have a look. It means we're going to do some more damage here. Now, that runs pretty deep. So the question is, do I try and do a similar thing over here, where I do this connection thing, like so? Right? I think that's okay. I hope that'll work. Let's let's see if we have a look at this, right? We do this and we do that. I wonder if that'll work. Let's trim this guy out a little bit, and we'll get rid of that. And that costs us a lot, though. Now, if we were to put this back, okay, hang on. Before we do that, let's try about this one instead. That's good. That's good. Oh, man. Oh, man. So if we add... this to the mix here. Put a little path in there. Can that work. That can work. And this will need a little bit more. We'll need a little bit more massaging. So if we trim that back a little bit more, and we pay for that section to get demolished, I'm glad to see that that does in fact now work. How come? That's going to be a big pain. And I'm not going to be able to afford this, right? This just doesn't feel right. Why would this not work? Right? This should be higher than that. If I do this. It goes a little deeper here, right? I've no way of knowing how deep that is, but it definitely goes deeper. So maybe all that I need to do is trim back a little bit more of this stuff. Let's go up to about there, right? And we will need to get rid of it. Okay. It's costing us so much money to do this. And now this will work. Okay, we may... Will we get away with the other piece? Let's quickly have a look. If I get rid of that section and I get rid of this guy, maybe it'll actually work now. Let's just have a look. We would like that largest one. Okay, so it does in fact not work. So we do need a little bit of this. Let's flip it around. On this side, yeah, actually, flip it around again. How come okay, there we go. Let's do something like that. Clean it up a little bit more. Should be enough room now. So let's do that. That goes down. That goes up and ties in there. And that will all work. It's going to cost us some... don't do that. Get that built. Yeah, all of that should be built and it should work. And now we're getting rid of it at a reasonable rate. Okay, good. Now we are seeing fabric being produced. So the next piece of the puzzle here is to... The next piece of the puzzle is to actually make use of this. So now we will get clothing to come in and come this way. We should still have a reasonable amount of money. So let's get cracking on the clothing piece. Let's do that. Get that sorted out. We want to limit amounts, please. And so it's 0. It's quicker than it used to be, but it's still a little bit tedious. That's 100. That. And that one, come on. Quick. Jeez. That's painful. Click, go, click, go. There we go. Now, let's drop the worker numbers here. We don't need 80 workers just yet, so we'll drop that down to, say, 20. And now we've got clothing. And the question is, we can probably also do the clothing distribution from here. The F&A, well, we can just, this is just area distribution. This is master distribution. So let's just call it, we'll rename this to area master distribution. Area master distribution. And we'll do this one and say area distribution. Good, we'll do that. Area distribution, there we go. Rated program is finished. I'll pause it so we can have a quick look at that. Yes, we'll have a bit of a look at this one. So now we are starting to produce clothing. Area distribution can now also come and collect stuff over here, clothing, and it'll move it to the Moilski warehouse. Actually, we can just do that, and it'll move whatever is in there to that. And we can also get this guy to say, pick up clothing there, over 20% of clothing, and you can start exporting that also. Maybe it's going to be, so hopefully that gives us a little bit better action here. These numbers are looking a little bit healthier. There's obviously a lot of imports for the construction that happened, but I'm feeling positive about where we're going from here. Our fabric is coming along nicely, and we are now the ability to now produce clothing as well. Alcohol is coming along, food is coming along. Excellent. So this is starting to look really healthy. What we do probably need to do is add a couple more buses to that line. So what were the buses that we're using? Just pause it for a second. This is the quicker ones, right? 85 kilometers an hour. So let's buy 2 more of them. 2 more buses, the quick ones. 1, 2. And I would like to please allocate you onto Termoilski and make a start for me, please. And you onto Termoilski workers as well, and make a start there. So 2 more buses means more workers to where do we want to go. The buses spend a very little time in here. Okay, so now we are finished some research, which was the effectively that study. Now secret police becomes a thing for us. So we might be able to start doing that. What is the other option here? Favorite parking members? I'm assuming that's party members. Study about how we should favor, protect most loyal party members and make their lives easier. So I think these are kind of interrelated and so on. So let's make a start on secret police at least. Okay. How's our education looking? Average productivity is dipping a little. Births is going up quite nicely. We may have to start looking at some extra housing for people. Unemployment is reasonable. I think it's still for the wrong reasons. No, due to no workplace. So it's for the right reasons. It's for the right reasons. Excellent. I like it. I like it. So what I'm thinking is we can do a couple more houses in this area. No, we cannot unless we build. So if we wanted to, we can do a bit more housing over here. Yeah, that's really what we'll do. How many open houses do we still have? Let's quickly have a look. One of these things tells us about it. Wear and tear. Reasonable at this stage. We had a few buildings that had fires, right? Yeah, that one. And that's why it's in a pretty poor shape, but still not bad. We need to start looking at that maintenance side of things. Trash is okay. Okay, all good. Open flats. 93, yeah, so there's a lot more open flats. So maybe we'll not build something just yet. How much are we getting now? So here we've got 70% fertility. This has got some fertilizer ready to go. There's still crops here. We're now using crops for a lot of different stuff. How's this going? So I don't think we've done that export just yet. Oh, look at that. Exports are exceeding imports. So that I'm loving. I'm loving that. That is what we want to do. We just want to make sure that's working. Hazardous waste has been dropped off here, and hazardous waste is in there. So let's get a few workers to pop in here. So we had our first... what's going on here? Hang on. Is that going down? Thought I saw that number changing. Honestly thought I saw that number changing. Oh, this one now has... Okay, so now it will be changing. It's got chemicals here ready to go. Yeah, so I'm wondering about that. We've got some research done. Excellent, 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 excellent. Okay, let's stop this message and have a quick look. So now that we've done that research, what is next for us? Pause it for a second. No need on any of these things. Waste separation and then energy from waste. Ooh, that's something that looks really good to me. Let's get waste separation going first so that we can get ourselves moving on that. Our money is looking reasonable. Maximum treatment per workday is 3 tons. It's going to use a lot of chemicals though. Yeah, I think I should stop that. Let's have a quick look at what that actually did for us in terms of that number. Hazardous waste. It's offsetting a fair bit, but no, not against the chemicals though. So if we are making... No, it's not gonna make us any money, really. Maybe minuscule amounts. So really I need to stop that. That's not actually gonna be a good way of making money. So let's stop that. And what we'd rather do is let's get... why do we have local distribution here? For chemicals. We've got related vehicles. So this guy... nothing with you at the moment. I don't want to sell you. Oh, you've got hazardous waste with you. So bring your hazardous waste in. We'll catch you when you're here, and then we'll reallocate you. And that's going to be it. So a test of our abilities, but that's not going to be an efficient way for us to do things. Slowly getting this creation happening here. 40 workers, everybody's getting out? Yeah, everybody is getting out. They walk through there pretty quickly. Yeah, clothing is a good export product. So we will probably focus on getting a little bit more aggressive with our clothing. How much do we have here? So we've got a little bit there. Yeah, we probably need to up both of these a little bit more. Okay, here it comes. Let's just get this guy out of the way. Okay, done. Thank you. Now, please move over to this facility and clear that line. That's not going to actually help us out. So buying that kind of waste, because it costs so much to treat it, we might be able to buy some other kinds of waste, like mixed waste or something, maybe waste to energy. If we do waste to energy through proper sorting and things like that, that might be something that could be quite useful for us. This is a cargo train station, so we don't have the ability to get these guys in place here. Okay, but anyway, that's one. So we don't have a platform for passengers. We don't have that yet. Got workers here, so we should be able to manage any fires. Let's just double check all of our facilities are within a range for fires. Yeah, I think that's fine. So that'll be okay. Okay, so waste separation, I think, is going to happen in the next... We're going to start looking at waste separation in the next episode. Our happiness is good. We're also looking at secret police, right? Excellent. So that's starting to make a move as well. Let's have another quick look at what's happening with our educated versus not educated. People actually have radios. We don't have a radio station. And I don't think we can build a radio station yet, right? So that's something we need to start making a move on. Yeah, I think we need a radio station at some point to sort out our government loyalty. Well, let's get the secret police station going. Where do we find the radio stations? I think it's all part of that loyalty chain, to be honest. So this is this. Waste to energy, that's okay. And then here we can do waste separation and start to produce some stuff from it. That's good. Now, this guy is broadcasting, is at the technical university. Okay, so broadcasting radio signals and then radio broadcast influence. So that we'll be able to get all the way there. in the not too distant future. So maybe we'll sort it out in terms of waste separation, edification, or something like that, and then go to radios from there. How is this doing? How is that doing? Reasonable amounts there. And if we go back to our workers, or to this, how many escapes? Last month, 2 escapes. This month, 1 escape. This year, growing steadily. What's this looking like? So our imports are still outweighing our exports. Let's quickly have a look at what that means for us. So what are we importing? We're importing clothing. That will probably be the end of clothing imports. And I think that's going to make a big difference. And if we then can, instead of importing clothing, export it, and the amount of chemicals will, I hope we can sort that out. Power is not a big deal for us. Really, our imports are really the only real problem for imports is chemicals and clothing. So we're going to be self-sustainable in terms of clothing, right? Definitely going to do that. So let's see. So we really... hang on. This guy would like to fill up to 90% our clothing as well, right? Guys distributing again, and then if we're... Yeah, okay. No, I think we'll be okay. I think this is 60% that we're trying to do. So how are we here? We are at 60%. So hopefully from now on, the next batch of clothing coming in will not result in this additional. And I can't actually think that that's a regular one anyway. Even this is not a regular one. So I think actually we're in a good spot. We're in a good spot. We just need to make sure that we're slowly getting everybody to do their thing. Let's have a quick look at some of the facilities we have here. Are you maxed out? You're not. Are you maxed out? No, you're not maxed out. Are you? None of these. This one might be getting a little closer. Doing meat production could be quite interesting for us too. But I'll not worry about that too much just yet. It's actually pretty good here. Can we do a little bit more Soviet propaganda maybe? Not sure. We'll have to see. How's this doing? No issues, right? No issues with any of these things yet. Yeah, this is all looking pretty good, actually. We might add this. Let's just fill that up so we do a little bit better with this. What else do we have in terms of culture? Is that our only source of culture? Yeah, cultural enjoyment is really low. I think we need to build a little something extra for culture. Let's quickly do that. And then I'm going to end the episode. In the next episode, we'll have a look if we can get into waste separation. But really, the next piece of the puzzle is construction industry. So we can stop building stuff and get those numbers to look a little bit healthier for us. I think we're okay. I do think we're okay. We can take another loan if we really need to. Okay, so let's see. Quickly a little piece of culture. Now, this is going to be... I think we need to do another mod. So let's do culture. Does it say... Well, these are House of Culture. That's not a bad one. Can serve a few extra people there. Let's have a look at something like a theater. So if we have a Republic theater, some of these are just too big, really. We don't want crazy amounts here. Let's do a small Republic theater. Amphitheater. Oh, that's interesting. Is loyalty. Let's put in that one. I think this is a little small. And then the other one that we want to do is there. Let's do the House of Culture here as well. That one. So those two, let's see about getting them in here. So now we've got a library and a house of culture. Where did the theater go? Is the theater under tourism? It is. Cinema as well over here, a smaller cinema. Is that a smaller cinema? Let's have a look. 150. Yeah, maybe the other one is smaller. Yeah, 100. Roughly going to be costing the same, I think. Now, we don't really... Ooh, we could probably squeeze it in here. We do it that way. It's still a square building, though. It's a little tight, I feel. If we do it here, well, we may as well. May as well do it there. What is it actually going to cost? So let's just do this. Click this one on and have a quick look at that. That's going to cost 23,000. Crazy. That's okay. It's got water, it's got power, all of these things. So let's do that. Place it there. It'll get built. And at the same time, we will provide a little bit of an access point there. And now we'll switch this thing back off again. So now we'll have a little bit of cinema going on here. So hopefully our culture will be a little bit better. This is almost halfway through. And that is almost done. Secret police and the likes. It cost us a little bit of money to build that, but hopefully our culture will be a little bit improved. We are not producing enough crops now. It's not going up, it's going down. But presumably these trucks are all doing their exports at fair rates at the moment. So exports are slowly coming back up. We might have to tweak this around a little bit, but I think we're okay. We're heading there. Things like maintenance is going to become a problem. So construction industry is a good one for us to make a bit of a start on. So I'll have a look at that in the next episode. Guys, if you've enjoyed this episode, please hit that like button. And if you enjoy this kind of stuff, please consider subscribing to this channel. Leave your comments down below if you have any, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.